CPGM.com, man. 32 video team series, state of the franchise, past, present, future. We're on the Seattle Seahawks, in the NFC West. The history, Jim Zorn, Steve Largent in the 70s, but they didn't really have a lot of success till Mike Holmgren. Mike Holmgren, Sean Alexander, Matt Hasselbeck, you know, those guys, man. Eventually getting to a Super Bowl, you know, in what year the Super Bowl was? 2002 or something? 2004? I'm not sure the exact year, but they got a Super Bowl in the early 2000s.
4 or 5, yeah.
And then they lost. But, you know, let's talk about those teams, man. Those Seattle teams with Mike Holmgren, man. They had the West Coast offense.
Yep. You know,
the defense.
Boys had, was it Leroy? Is it Leroy?
Leroy Hill, Tutupa, you know, those guys, man. And, you know, now we're into the Pete Carroll era. Now they brought in that cover 3 defense. They got the Legion of Boom. Beast Mode was there. Won the Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl. Should have won that Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, when you get too cute in the red zone, you know, don't give it to Beast Mode. You wanna pass. We in a passing league, right? Passing gets you there, right? Yeah. Not running, it loses you there.
And now we transitioning into this year's Seahawks. Now they're like a passing team now, man. Beast Mode's not there anymore, and now the team is Russell Wilson's team.
Do we think they're a passing team? Are we ready to call it a passing team? I mean, I understand that Beast Mode's not there anymore. Russell Wilson had that hell of a run. You know what I'm saying, in the second half of the regular season. But do we expect them to become this passing team? The pendulum is going to swing more towards Russell Wilson.
I think like 60-40. 60-40.
Because before they were opposite, probably, you know.
They were like 50-50 before.
You think so? They were balanced? I don't think so. I think they were running the ball a little bit more with Beast Mode. But yeah, I agree though. They're going to be 60-40 pass. You know, they kind of seen what Russell can do. You know what I'm saying? Doug Baldwin. You know,
Tyler Lockett.
Is Jimmy Graham going to be ready to go? I'm not sure. Who's your running back? Thomas Rawls when he gets healthy. CJ Prosite, you know, is probably going to be the scat back and swinging out the backfield. And then they drafted from Arkansas.
Yeah.
Alex Collins.
Yeah, back to the 60-40 thing. I believe they should probably get closer to 55-45. I think they need to run the ball and play defense like they've been doing. But I just think that they're going to fall in love with Russell Wilson, drop him back, and just how the league is going nowadays. I think they're going to fall in love with that. And I think that's where they're headed towards.
What about that offensive line? That seemed to be an issue, at least part of the season. Do you think the Seahawks have done enough to rectify that issue?
They went first round, got Ifedi in the first round, but I still think it's still a concern. I think it's a concern still in Seattle.
I would agree it's a concern. I think, you know, the one thing I would say as a fan, you know, that you would have some type of hope is that, you know, John Snyder is the architect, you know what I'm saying, along with Pete Carroll. Those guys, you know, they know talent, they can evaluate it. You know, not every year you're going to go out there and ball out, you know, in every which way, you know what I'm saying? So maybe this was their off year. Last year was their off year. You know,
pretty good off year.
Yeah, pretty good off year. You know what I mean? You know, I think it comes together. You know, with development and coaching. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that front office if I'm a fan.
But let's look at this now, though. A lot of these players, they've done a great job of drafting, getting guys later in the draft that turn out to be stars. Richard Sherman, guys of that nature.
They're paid now.
That's my point right there. Now they pay these guys now. Can they fill out the rest of their team without having?
They've lost a lot of talent along their offensive line and defensive line
also.
It goes back to, do you believe in John Snyder and the development of the talent? I mean, right now, as it seems, yes. I mean, they've developed a lot of talent. They've brought guys, you know, from Canada and things like that. And you know, I think they'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Super Bowl?
Nah, I mean, I already told you who I thought was going to
Division?
I don't know, man. I can't say, man. It's neck and neck between them and the Cardinals, man. It's going to be a close, nice battle, man. I don't know.
And so that's the present. Let's talk about a little bit about the future, man. What's the future Over on the Seahawks.
The
Russell Wilson, they in good hands, right?
Yeah, they're in good hands, man, and I think they need to add another piece. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, another maybe a receiver of some sort.
This pass rush. Tell me what you think about the pass
That's exactly
rush.
what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Pass rush.
Let me just say this.
Who's the pass rush? They just lost Bruce Irvin.
They still got Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett.
They got a guy named, I think his name is Frank Clark.
Frank Clark. I'm hearing they're moving him to linebacker, but it's probably
He's supposed to play that Bruce Irvin role. Yep.
He's still gonna rush the pass. I like what I see from Frank Clark.
Yeah. Talented guy.
They let me just tell you something. These guys licked. All right, they got lucky on the Michael Bennett contract because right now they should be paying this guy. You know, maybe they wouldn't.
Muhammad Wilkerson money or something like that.
And right now he's the type of guy where he's just going to show up and play his contract out.
No, he's been bitching and complaining.
No, he has.
Rightfully so, but he's still going to show up.
You know what I'm saying? His wife told him, "Hey, you need to get out there. We need this money." So that has saved them a lot because if it was between Michael Bennett and a Richard Sherman and a Earl Thomas and a they also looked off who else's contract is the other safety. So you know what I'm saying? So they've been able to sign them early enough to where they haven't had to
break the bank.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay your quarterback.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying? You paid Jimmy Graham. Don't know why you did that trade. That might be the worst move they've made thus far. Because he don't fit what they're trying to do. But
is that what they're trying to do? That might be the case now.
It might be that. It might be that. He may fit now, but they lucked up, between the Cam Chancellor and Michael Bennett's contract. You know what I'm saying? Because had they not signed them when they signed them,
that goes back to your boy Schneider, bro. This man's been.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He played chicken with your boy last year. You know what I'm saying? He ain't lose. He ain't blink. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm gonna go back to it again, if I'm a Seahawks fan. You know what I'm saying? It's about, like we talked about before, it's the trifecta, okay? It's your GM, it's your co-coach, and it's your quarterback.
They got that in place.
They got all three of them, period.
Yeah, we love Russell, man, over here, man.
We do. Guy, that's who you targeting in fantasy. We know.
My God, man.
Uh-huh. But yeah, man, the future is, bright for the Seattle Seahawks right now. You know what I'm saying? So
there you go. It wraps it up, man. Seahawks fans, man, your future is bright, man. CPGM certified, man. CouchPotatoGM.com. YouTube video, man. Like, share, and comment, man.
Subscribe.
Everything.